advance to City Mansour and hold it. That's what we'll do.
The British are moving up from the south. Patton is closing in on the coast. You know we should have left 2 days ago.
No, Colonel. We keep fighting.
Du kannst eins von den Kindern behalten.
Wie bitte?
Du kannst eins von den Kindern behalten. Das andere muss weg. Du bist ein Polak und kein Jude. Also, hast ein gewisses Vorrecht.
Ich kann nicht wählen. Ich kann nicht wählen.
Halt's Maul.
Ich kann nicht wählen.
Komm, ich schick sie beide weg. Ich schick beide Kinder weg.
Nein.
Ja doch, du musst
Zwingen
wählen.
Sie mich nicht zu wählen.
Komm,
ich kann nicht wählen.
Und ich schick sie beide darüber.
Nein.
Halt's Maul, halt. Hör auf jetzt. Du sollst das Maul halten.
Nein.
Los, entscheide dich, wähle.
Nein. Zwingen Sie mich nicht zu wählen. Ich kann nicht wählen.
Ich schick sie beide darüber.
Nicht wählen.
Nehmen Sie beide Kinder weg. Ja, es ist nicht! Los!
Nehmen Sie meine Kleine!
Los!
Nehmen Sie meine Kleine! Nehmen Sie das Mädchen! Nehmen Sie das Mädchen!
This is the dirt from the compound.
This is from the tunnel. Wherever we put it, they're going to spot it a mile away.
A little present from Tomza.
Ah, thank you, Nemo. Ready? Aim!
Shema Yisrael. Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Echad.
Sergeant John Vassalon, while at great risk to his own life, fought valiantly to check a savage and determined Japanese assault while serving the 1st Battalion 7th Marines in Guadalcanal on October 24th and 25th, 1942. Sergeant John Vassalon is hereby awarded the Medal of Honor.
Oh boy.
Yeah?
I got one. Yeah.
Oh! Attaboy, Phil!
We've been waiting for you for a long time. Well, we have arrived. I hope you find it easier when we open the second front.
We've already opened our second front, Captain. We opened our second front in 1941.
Where's the front?
Wherever the Germans are.
And where are the Germans?
Everywhere.
An die Generale Neithoff, Lips, Kübler, Lusiger und Stettner. Die letzte Phase unseres Kampfes hat nunmehr begonnen. Ich will da unten einen Friedhof haben. Die Sutjeska muss für die Kommunisten zu einem Massengrab werden.
Mr. President, the simple fact is that we are at a point in this war that is the most dangerous to the greatest historical achievements known to man.
But Professor Stokes, understand that this is war, and that lives are lost, and with them, oftentimes, their greatest achievements.
I suggest you pull together young art scholars to get over there and identify the great works.
God. Oh my God. Hey! Hey!
We should sit tight. Let the enemy team come in our killing zone.
They're right out there somewhere. Let's just get them.
Sir, we have perfect cover here.
Lieutenant, deploy your troops.
Captain, you've just been killed, along with 95% of your company. Your outfit?
Easy Company, 2nd Battalion, 506.
This invasion wasn't gonna be like North Africa. The beach would be heavily defended. So now at least we could all go to Sicily and get killed together.
She made it. Come on, Carl, it's your turn.
Let's go. Come on.
Bajewski told me the other day somebody escaped from a work detail outside the wire. Gert lined up everybody from the missing command's barracks. He shot the man to the left of Bajewski, the man to the right of him. He walked down the line shooting every other man with a pistol. $25.
Kannerberg and I have agreed the date for the surrender of our heavy weapons and machine guns, the 15th of September. That's in 5 days' time.
Why should we lay down our arms?
They were our allies.
Why should they be dictating terms to us?
We have surrendered.
Mussolini has surrendered to the British and the Americans, not to the Germans.
Colonel Bargan and I have agreed.
If we surrender our arms, do we have confirmation that they will not use force against us?
I have a personal undertaking from Colonel Bargan and his officers that our troops will be allowed safe passage.
Duce, the Führer has sent me. You're free.
My family, are they safe?
Yes, Duce. Your wife, your children, all safely in Germany.
Tell me, what's happened in the outside world?
Your king and his Duce Badoglio have fled. We now control Italy.
How can I thank you for all you've done for me and my family?
I suggest you make a radio announcement to the Italian people immediately. Tell them the monarchy in Italy is now abolished. Tell them a new Italian fascist state, with power centered in you, has taken its place. In this way, you guarantee that the world knows our alliance is still strong and valid.
I need a few days to consider the implications.
I have already considered them. May I also suggest, for the good of your new government and to make an example, that you have all those traitors arrested, particularly Count Galeazzo Ciano.
You know that Galeazzo is the husband of my daughter. He's the father of my grandchildren. If only you'd married, you would understand why I cannot agree with what you suggest.
I am married to Germany. And I'm not suggesting, Duce. I'm requesting.
Das ist es also. Los, holen Sie die Wache. Ich hab's doch geahnt.
Selling U.S. war bonds is just as important, just as life-saving as what you did on Guadalcanal. Now pack your sea bag, you're going home.
Are you going to let us through? My orders are to supervise the surrender of your arms and weapons.
Alle Gewehre hier rüberladen. Nur noch einen Haufen.
Padre nostro che sei nei cieli, sia santificato il tuo nome, venga il tuo regno, sia fatta la tua volontà come in cielo così in terra.
Chiamassero! Chiamassero!
there's only one way to serve Germany. In doing so, I'll be a traitor. I accept that. Just tell me, can these men see it through?
We need to reorganize, reconsider our strategy, recruit new men. That's why we want you.
Our only option now is to confront Hitler openly.
This is a military operation.
It's not a military operation, it's a political organization, and one that's given its military arm too much control.
Any military exercise, you have to expect a certain measure of deviation.
A measure? A measure? What about total, complete, utter failure?
Gentlemen, I think it's time we face the fact that the Allies are coming sooner or later. I say we sit back and let them wipe out the Nazis.
And ask every living soul in Europe to pay the price. Use your head.
Carl, please.
I'm sorry, Ludwig. I've held my tongue too long. We must confront Hitler now.
It only matters that we act now, before we lose the war. Otherwise, this will always be Hitler's Germany. And we have to show the world that not all of us will like him. That is not enough for me. There has to be a chance of success. Then find a way.
Are you from this flat? You're not registered.
It belongs to a friend of mine. I just came to visit, but I must have just missed him.
Have you got your identity card? What? Let me see your identity card.
Yes, of course.
I want to see your identity card!
What's happening?
He's a Jew! A Jew! Stop that Jew! Don't let him out!
Attack!
No! You want to kill him! Harry right! Harry left! Front! Free cover!
Okay. Yesterday we talked about magnetic declination and the left add right subtract rule. Today we're going to put it into practice.
There are two basic types of fighting positions. The first is a prepared position. The advantages of a prepared position are that it gives you cover and concealment. Commence fire!
We'll then maneuver right in through these trees. At the same time, our second platoon in this particular case moves over here. He's then going to close with and kill or capture that German.
Nine-month training. Countless missions in Africa, and not one air-to-air kill. Isn't that right?
We've been stationed so far from frontline action, we rarely encounter an enemy plane, let alone the opportunity to engage.
This sad experiment is a drain and a hindrance to that effort.
I was brought up to believe that, beneath it all, Americans are a decent people with an abiding sense of integrity and fair play. How are we to interpret that?
Who's he? Sagligioni. Sagligioni.
You will come with us, Count Chano.
I'm to report to my squadron, to nobody else.
I performed my duty as I was ordered, sir.
And I disagree. So, your options are quite simple, Lieutenant. Punishment for your offenses will be denial of a 48-hour pass for 60 days. Stand before me at attention. Or you may initiate a letter of appeal and request a trial by court-martial.
My endorsement, sir. I request trial by court-martial.
저 고얀다. 조치스. 이대체 맨무. 이진칸 도시. 짠맨 소신. 너. 요시. 나가나가 이도교다.
I believe just a few of the sergeants may have felt their loyalty lay more to the platoon than to the company.
And these few sergeants convinced all of the other NCOs in your company to turn in their stripes?
As staff sergeants, they have a great amount of influence, sir. But as I say, the rest are good men. I know them. I can work with them.
I'm reassigning you to Chilton Foley.
I'm losing Easy Company?
War effort needs you elsewhere.
I'd like to propose the health of Marshal Stalin. He will, I know, be ranked amongst the most illustrious heroes of Russian history. He has already earned the title of Stalin the Great. Stalin the Great.
The Red Army is suffering heavy losses. We need the support of a second front in Europe. Marshal Stalin is anxious that Operation Overlord should not be delayed.
Marshal Stalin must realize that our forces will not be ready until the summer of 1944. That's 6 months away.
The governing factor is the timing put forth by you. Overlord will be launched at the prescribed time.
God keep us strong in our faith that we fight for a better day for humankind, here and everywhere.
The RAF and the U.S. 8th Air Force want to fight their own war. When it was strategic bombing, they think...
I know what they think, General. And it is very seductive. Continue the saturation bombing of the continent until the enemy has lost his will to fight.
That kind of bombing would turn Paris into a soccer field, Holland into a swimming pool. You were an infantry officer, Prime Minister.
We both know wars can only be won on the ground. We're soldiers, you and I. There can only be one commander, one conductor of this orchestra.
One supreme commander. In the air, on the ground, at sea.
Or face inter-service bickering, clashing egos, conflicting operational deployments. One invasion, one commander.
No human in history has ever held the power for which you now ask. Not Caesar, not Alexander, no man. Ever.
Jack Patrol, form. I got them all.
De Bono, death. Cotardi, death. Ciano, death. Pareschi, death. Ready? Aim!
Long live Italy!
Fire!
Germans?
I don't know, but if this keeps up, we're gonna hit Rome.
You know, I'm beginning to think they actually didn't know and that we've surprised to beat Jesus out of them.
We have nothing. They can go where they like, nothing. Not as much as a minefield who stops their walk.
Yes, you heard right. They are pouring in. And we have no one to put against them. They can scoop up Rome.
This silence is a damn clever way of dealing with us, gentlemen. We've planned for everything but this, but it's just a sight too clever. There's no doubt in my mind, but Kesselring's strategy is to draw us forward. All our moves will be made down here on the beaches.
But, sir, what if he is injured in strength? What if he can't attack?
Have a good journey.
On D-Day -8, the entire coastal area here will be sealed and all troops confined to their camps. Foreign embassies will not be allowed to communicate with the outside world. Everything is being done to prevent any sort of security breach, which would, of course, be catastrophic.
I asked you to join us, General Marshall, because the Senator has some report about Manhattan. How did you get this information?
Well, that's privileged.
That is not. Sir, that envelope will be staying here with me in the office of the Secretary of War. The word Manhattan is not to be spoken anywhere. This is a war secret. So important, we can't even investigate you to find out how you learned of it. Now, if you believe what you say in your Senate speeches, and your service in the war, you'll forget you ever heard the word Manhattan.
Diese Aufnahmen wurden vor 2 Wochen an der Küste südlich von Plymouth gemacht. Der Feind scheint eine groß angelegte Landeoperation vorzubereiten. Auch wissen wir, dass sie große Kräfte an der Kanalküste sammeln. Eine Größenordnung von mindestens 50 Divisionen.
Es ist also nur noch eine Frage von Wochen, bis sie kommen werden.
Wenn sie denn kommen.
Was glauben Sie? Wo wird er es versuchen?
Sie werden es wahrscheinlich hier versuchen, bei Calais oder in der Normandie. Die beiden Halbinseln bieten jeweils hervorragende Möglichkeiten zur Ausbildung eines Brückenkopfes.
Und was gedenken Sie dagegen zu unternehmen?
Der Feind muss schon beim Versuch der Landung vernichtet werden. Die Hauptkampflinie ist der Strand.
Das ist Gerede, Herr Rommel. Wie wollen Sie eine über 2000 Kilometer lange Küstenlinie verteidigen? Dazu fehlen uns alle Kräfte.
Doch wenn wir jede verfügbare Panzerdivision an die Küste verlegen. Ich darf Ihnen das einmal hier zeigen.
Eine Invasion muss unter allen Umständen verhindert werden. Das eine ist so gut wie sicher. Nach einer einmal gescheiterten Landung wird es der Feind auf keinen Fall ein zweites Mal versuchen. Dann haben wir endlich auch die Kräfte frei, die wir im Osten so dringend brauchen. Ganze 45 Divisionen.
Man's a pain in the ass.
And a megalomaniac who's got his own ideas of how to win this war, and he'll never accept you. Ike, I admire Churchill as much as any man, but not even he could sell that bill of goods without some sticking in the craw.
Churchill's not there to sell. His job is making decisions. Mine is to make them work.
Like all battles, this one will be won on the ground. But not necessarily by infantrymen, 1 foot at a time. Armor can slash through first, leaving infantry to consolidate gains. But that requires a flexible master plan. We might find a sudden lunge across the Low Countries, a dagger aimed at the heart of Berlin, could end the war by Christmas.
The concept for a broad landing at Normandy has been approved. Given the political sensibilities involved, there's no going back on that.
You're being inflexible.
I'm adhering to a master plan. Once we have established a beachhead, we can re-examine our options.
I see. And as commander of all land forces, I'll have my say in that re-examination?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Good luck.
Right.
Hey! Stop shoot!
76. Jawohl.
How many did he say? 76.
76.
Wenn die Panzer nicht kommen, dann sehe ich schwarz, Herr Feldmarschall.
Der Führer hat mir die Verlegung der Panzerwaffe an die Küste zugesichert. Sie kriegen Ihre Panzer, verlassen sich darauf. Wir müssen die Vorstandhindernisse noch weiter nach vorne ziehen, Marx. Die Angloamerikaner machen jetzt Landeübungen auch bei Ebbe.
Bei Ebbe?
Ja, es sieht ganz so aus. Aber wir werden den Weg zum Strand verdammt lang machen.
Vera, it finally stopped raining, only making the smell of rotten coconuts worse. The rats and crabs have come out of hiding. I've killed more of them in the past week than I will ever kill Japs. Everyone's sores have gotten worse, along with their dysentery. My buddy Runner has a bone-cracking bout of malaria. This island has an exotic name that translated means the death of hope. Thinking of you always, Robert.
Proverbial means death of hope?
I don't know what it means. And I don't care.
And this is the actual...
They're told it's a fumigating bath, a delousing shower.
Of course, for their peace of mind. By the way, what's your daily output?
12,000 when all the furnaces are going.
Operation Valkyrie. The reserve army has thousands of men all over Berlin. Valkyrie is Hitler's contingency plan to mobilize those men during a national emergency.
The sole purpose of the order is to protect Hitler's government if he's cut off or killed.
And what use is this to us?
Valkyrie is designed to contain civil unrest. State security is trying to overthrow Hitler. How would High Command respond?
We would have no choice. We would declare a military state of emergency.
Exactly, and initiate Valkyrie.
Hitler's own reserve army using Hitler's own plan. They'll think they're fighting for Hitler's government, not against it.
While we quietly put a new government in place.
But only if he's dead.